That Talk. And I am your host, Shy. Y'all look good today. Give yourself a hand. Wow. We have an amazing show in store for you today. We are talking about to wait or not to wait. Meaning, do you keep it and save it for marriage or you just give it on up? We also talking about infidelity. You know, we don't really, I know. That is the I know, right? So we have, she's actually Clyde Drexler's daughter, the NBA superstar. Miss Erica Drexler is in the building. And she has a 501c nonprofit organization called Be Aim. We're going to talk to her about, you know, keeping it together until you're married, right? But we also have Mr. Dewayne Williams. He's a #1 best-selling author, and he is going to be talking about his book, Infidelity. I know, right? Anyone ever been cheated on? Yeah. Anyone ever cheated? Yeah. Where my liars at? Where my liars? Anybody lying? Come on, y'all. Anybody saving it? Nah, don't worry about it. So anyway, we are definitely going to get into it with them here in just a moment. And we also have a live performance by Rifica right here from Houston, Texas. Time for what? You know what? No, stop. They want me to talk about me. I don't want to talk about me, but let's talk about me just a little bit. So let's talk about Obamacare real quick, okay? So I don't know. I know we really need to get this Obamacare thing situated because for me, it was actually a little bit expensive. Anybody else? Yeah. Right? It's like cost $1 billion just for like 1 month. So it lasted for like 2 months for me. And then next, you know, it was over. It lapsed and there you go. And it's so scary because my son is actually 9 and he actually came in from falling off the monkey bars and he actually was holding his arm like this after my insurance lapse. And so I'm like, oh, don't come here holding your arm because I can't take you to the hospital. So for like 2 days, we wrapped it up with some socks and put some Vicks ass on it and all that good stuff. So I finally had to take it to the doctor, right? So hopefully Trump and all that can get the Obamacare where we can afford it, right? Because we all need good health care insurance, right? Anybody with me with that? Right. So, with that being said, it's time for
Talk That Talk Shy.
Talk That Talk Shy. And I would love to introduce my beautiful co-host, Miss Erma J. EJ, we didn't coordinate this.
No, we didn't. It just happened.
It just happened.
Right?
You look great. You look good and blue.
You look great.
Yay.
Yay.
So, what do we have today? What do we have?
Come up, please. What is your name?
Solomon Connor II. Solomon Connor II.
Okay. Solomon, okay. Hi, Solomon.
Hey.
You have a question for Shy?
Yes, I was going to ask you, how do you feel about Trump's presidency, and what do you think his agenda will be for the future?
Wow, that's a loaded question. And it's so loaded because, you know what, I watch a lot of news, right? And my son, he even asked, Mommy, I know why you watch a lot of news, because you don't trust Trump. Now he's 9, and he figured I don't trust Trump, so that's why I watch a lot of news. But all I can say is, no matter who is in office, right, it takes a team to make the dream work, right? So what we have to do, I honestly, Solomon, think we have to get behind him and support him. You know, I know that's kind of a hard pill to swallow, but he's our president. He is our POTUS. You know, just like people had a hard time getting behind President Obama. Right? He ended up getting his groove and he ended up becoming a great president. Right? He ended up becoming a great president. I don't know what his agenda is. He doesn't know what his agenda is. So, I mean, I can't tell you what that is because he has not told us what that is. So, we'll keep praying for Trump. How about that? Right? So, everything, of course, you looking real good over there.
Girl, you looking real good, but
yes.
How'd you, Shy?
Ooh, I'm glad you asked. And that's when my glam squad come up. Come on up, Jazzy Closet. And now, like I tell y'all all the time, I don't wake up like this. This is specifically for you all, right? So, we have Jazzy Closet right here, Miss Sheila Ward, looking fabulous as ever. And we also have beautifully enhanced Miss Aaliyah Douglas. So, ladies, tell them what you did to me. How you styled me.
Well, let's start by this beautiful blouse and top. As you see, it's got the pelham look around.
Yes.
Don't get too excited. And then now, we'll talk about these fashionable shoes. Now, this look would retail for $16.25. But at Jazzy's Closet, drum roll please, $305.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice. Anybody can afford that. What you do to my face, Miss Aaliyah?
Well, we gave you a beautiful smoky eye again.
Yes,
Then we want to pair with a new lip to complement this beautiful blouse.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Oh. And
Like
complement this beautiful blouse. So she has a new lip. She's bronzed for the gods, and she's just looking fabulous.
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies. Okay, so we want to plug your outfit. You looking real nice
Well,
right here.
thank you. Yes, this is a soft yellow scuba dress. And I have some fashionable shoes as well. This look retails for $14.95.
Wow, really nice.
Jazzy's Closet, $155.
Oh, wow. Right, awesome. Well, thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Wow. So again, guys, I hope you get your seatbelts on because when we come back, we are going to come back with BAIM, nonprofit organization, talking about accidents, keeping it close until marriage. Right here on Shine Up. Right here on Shy Talk. And like I told you before, we have an incredible show in store for you. So first, my first guest. She's the daughter of superstar legend Clyde Drexler. Her name is Erma Drexler, and she has a platform that's going to be promoting abstinence. So let's give it up for Miss Erma Drexler.
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am well. You look beautiful as ever.
Thank you. I love your outfit.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Yours too. You're rocking this red. Yes, right. Fire hot.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about abstinence.
Yes.
I don't know. Fire hot and abstinence, does that go together?
It can, depending on how you promote yourself.
Okay, so tell us all about BAIM.
Yes, actually it's called Abstinence Inspires Millions. It's a 501c3 nonprofit. It's for the youth ages 6 through 19, and what we do is we talk about waiting until marriage.
Okay, let's go back. 6 to 19, because I was going to ask, how early do you need to talk to someone about abstinence? So I'm talking to my 6-year-old about not having sex?
Well, what we do is we don't specifically say the word sex.
Okay.
We say wait until marriage, and we
Okay.
talk about purity. Because the Bible, when you talk about purity in the Bible, it talks about sustaining from peer pressure, sustaining
Right.
from temptations of the world, things like that.
Right.
So we mostly talk about how you maintain your purity,
Right.
which is, not smoking, not drinking.
That's good.
Take care of your body.
Okay, so it's overall abstaining
Yes.
from the things that can
Everything.
get us into sinful
Absolutely.
lifestyle. Very, very good. Okay, so let's tell, we on here we talk that talk, right? So I'm gonna talk that talk a little bit about your business.
Okay.
All right. So how close have you come, right? Because you're getting up in age a little bit. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29. You look like you're 19, right?
you.
You're very beautiful. So I'm thinking abstaining actually, preserves our youth.
It helps.
Wow. Interesting. Noted, right? Noted, right? So can you tell us how close have you come? Like seriously, right? We're talking that talk.
Yeah.
How close have you come to going to that next level? And what did you do to save yourself from that moment?
Well, actually, the enemy has tried ever since I was a young girl. My mom did not let me date. I'm from a single-parent home. She's an audience. And it's amazing because the way that she raised me was to always remember to say no.
Yeah.
Before God's voice, I heard hers.
Yeah.
It was,
That's good.
oh, you better not.
Yeah.
So I was afraid already to date, number one. Number two is whenever I did come close, I had to remind myself, okay, I don't want to have to tell my mom what I did.
Right.
And also, God is going to judge me.
Yeah.
So I had to come back and remind myself, you know what, it's not worth it. I'm waiting until marriage.
That's good.
And I have a lot of kids that I'm trying to be an example
Right.
for as
Be
well.
an example.
So I can't afford to mess that up.
I love that. Oh my gosh, we need so many more women like you standing up for that because, what do you tell teenagers who are struggling with peer pressure in such a sexually driven society that we live in now?
Well, what I normally do is encourage them. So I encourage them to wait, to know that they're worth the wait. My auntie is also in the audience, and she talks about divine purpose.
That's good.
So she helped me to understand, like, it's important to understand your worth, but also to know your divine purpose for this life, because if you're with so many different people, you're going to lose who you are.
Absolutely.
And it's very important to wait until you're married so you can get that person who is equal to you.
Right.
And when I say equal, it's because that's who God designed for you. You know,
Absolutely.
Adam and Eve, they were
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
So you want your Adam or you want your Eve.
Right.
So that goes for men and women.
Absolutely, that's so good. Now, would you think a key is for people to not date until they're ready for a mate?
I would say do not date until you're ready to be married.
Yeah, wow, great, wonderful. So what do you have coming up next? What do you have going on with BA?
We have a conference tomorrow, actually. Our
Okay.
first youth conference. It's for teenagers only, teenagers and up.
Great.
To whatever age. We always invite their parents to come to all of our events. And what we're doing is really talking about abstinence, encourage them, to really just wait and to understand, like, it's important. This
Yeah.
is just not something we want to do just because,
Yeah.
but because God says to wait.
Absolutely, I love that. And I think you are definitely doing a wonderful thing for our society. You do it for our community. People, women and men,
Yes.
should definitely take your example and look up to you. So thank you so very much for being that example.
Thank you.
Amen. And before we go, I also like how you say God is the main thing.
Yes.
You know, if we have mothers like yours
Yes.
that put in our heads first, and then you remind yourself that God is the one you don't want to disappoint.
Yes.
He sees everything. Then you'll keep yourself on course.
Well, my mother also has my brother, who's also in the audience, and he is 20 years old, so
Wow.
our brother, but he is also a virgin as well.
Wow.
And we're both waiting together.
Amen. Give it up for the virgin. I will be right back talking about infidelity on Shy Talk. That was a great segment with Erica Drexler, Be Aim. I love that. She's a woman with a purpose, and so many people should definitely look up to her. So on the flip side of abstinence, we have the #1 best-selling author in the building, Mr. Dewayne Williams. Dewayne, I know, I'm ready. I'm ready for you. Now, you wrote this book, Infidelity. Why?
The divorce rate in America is high, and I got tired of seeing so many baby showers and not weddings.
So many babies for not waiting,
For not waiting.
right? And for cheating, I would assume.
Cheating happens.
Right. So let's be real. When we talk about infidelity, we talk about adultery. We're talking about, again, cheating, stepping out of your monogamous marital bed.
Right.
Right? So what's some feedback that you have gotten? And what have you learned about men cheating and women cheating?
Well, first of all, people cheat because that's what they choose to do. That's number one. Second, I think a lot of people have a lot of broken issues that they don't actually deal with.
That's good.
And a lot of people have vices. Some people use drugs. Some people use alcohol. A lot of times people use sex, and it causes a lot of issues. And the biggest issue that I've learned is people not being transparent, not only with their mate, but with themselves.
That's good. And it can be very dangerous too.
Dangerous it is.
Yeah, definitely. So what we're going to do now, we are going to actually have some questions from our audience.
Okay.
EJ.
Yes. So we have 3 people up here that we're going to get questions.
Okay.
Infidelity.
All right.
Would you please state your name and then ask your question?
Yes, my name is Denise White, and my question is, why is it that the person that does the cheating, whether it's male or female, they always tend to want to blame the wife or the girlfriend as not doing their job or just not handling their business?
That's a good
Why?
question.
They always want to blame the wife or the girlfriend.
So, my honest opinion is they actually have communication issues by not being honest with themselves, one, on what they need, and two, they're probably not even addressing the real issues with their significant other. So I'm not saying that the significant other forced them to cheat. They just didn't make it any better by not doing whatever it is that they asked them to do. So I think when you can have an open line of communication, the man or the woman being honest about what they need, and at least give that person the opportunity to address that need, before actually stepping out. But again, cheating is wrong either way, first and foremost. But again, if you don't understand the purpose of what you're doing, then you're not going to actually get the results that you're looking for. So that's.
Thank you for this question. So I'm a devil's advocate.
Come on.
Okay, So can anyone ever be the source or cause of you cheating?
No, you do it because you want to. However, people aid in you doing it. Like for instance, right?
Okay, yeah.
So when I cheated,
Yeah.
because I've cheated before.
No, no way.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. But when I cheated, right, I was actually dealing with issues on my own. But I tried to be honest and tell that person what it is that I need.
Okay.
That particular person chose not to give me that.
Okay.
So whether it be conversation or whatever it is that I needed, when you don't give me what I need as my mate, I'm gonna probably find it somewhere else.
Oh, moral of the story, aid. They come to you, aid. So they don't go to somewhere else, right, PJ?
Getting spicy.
I know, girl. What's your next question?
All right, who do we have next?
Paulette Tomasello.
Mm-hmm.
And my original question
Original.
was about your cheating and if it was her fault,
Mm-hmm.
or did you find it to be a selfish act
Okay.
on your part?
Okay.
But I think that you kind of already answered that.
Okay.
So my second question is, what would be the first sign of an affair?
That's a good question. Distance. When you actually come home and you have a normal routine, right, and y'all constantly communicating, when some of those things start to change, when they become distant, that's the first sign that something is wrong. And I'm not going to say that they are cheating, something is actually wrong. And when you
Right.
actually act like you don't see that distance, then lo and behold, they'll probably seek an unpaid counselor.
Right. And you know what? And that is a good question. That is a good answer because even though, for example, I'm a newlywed, right? Just got married in September.
Congratulations.
And thank you so much, right? And I mean, the love of my life, I don't ever expect for him to ever cheat, and neither would I. However, communication is so key. Like
Yes.
you said, if he comes in, he's not doing something wrong, the first one will be like, what you want? What's wrong? What you need? What you you
Right.
hungry? You
Right.
know, you know what I'm saying? Can
Right.
we talk? Can we
Right.
rap? Right? So I think taking that, making sure we're constantly connecting,
Absolutely.
constantly reevaluating this relationship,
Absolutely.
obviously will maybe erase some of those desires to step out, right?
Right.
If you actually got on the same playing field on a regular basis.
Well, again, when you actually remove the representative out of the relationship, then you can actually get to know that person.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when we actually when we actually meet people, we bring our representatives. We don't
Yeah.
even bring ourselves.
That's good.
And then when we finally uncover ourselves and tell this person who we are, sometimes people be like, "Whoa,
Right.
I don't want that." But if
Right.
you do that up front, you'll eliminate a lot of that.
That's real good. You got one more, EJ?
We have one more.
Good, good.
Tim Alexander. My question is I guess to Mr. Williams, what causes women to step out of their relationships?
Oh, that's a deep
More
question.
than, than men, 'cause it's not the same. I know most women are called dogs most of the time because they're always a man stepping out, but what really drives them to step out?
Ooh.
That's a very good question. So,
I can answer that one.
a lot, so not only have I cheated, but I've been cheated on.
Yeah.
And the reason why I was cheated on, so I'm told, or so I believe, is because, again, I wasn't giving her the things that she needed as well. Most women that I've encountered, I'm not going to say all, they're communicators. They need to know that you care. They need attention. And when you don't give them that, again, they possibly have broken issues as well, but when you don't give them exactly what it is that they need, they too will go seek an unpaid counselor. And typically what happens is, what people don't realize about cheating, whether it's male or female, is that there's soul ties, right? And when you're constantly connecting yourself with all of these different people, you're constantly bringing other challenges in your relationship. And that's what causes, people to actually get violent and stuff like that, right?
Wow. Wow. So infidelity, the roots of a broken man, best-selling author right here, Mr. Dewayne Williams. You have a lot of things, brought a lot of insights into infidelity. Basically, guys, communicate, stop cheating, be true to your significant other, right? So, Mr. Dewayne, we're giving away a free copy to some of our lucky audience in the guests in the audience. So, thank you so much, Dewayne, for coming in, and we'll be right back with What Burns Me Up with Curtis Couchman.
Welcome to another episode of What Burns Me Up with Curtis Couchman. You know what burns me up? People who get in church and forget the words. Now you about to get ready to sing, and you approach the podium, and you about to stand there, and you have what I call an abort mission praise. What is an abort mission praise? Abort mission praise says I'm about to start the song, and in the likely event I should forget the words, the next thing to do is just, oh, thank you, Jesus. Ah! Stop it. My whole thing is the carpet in the church shouldn't look like that there was a live flood in here last night from your snot and your tears. You see what I'm saying? If you know you can't sing, hang it up. You know you can't sing when you're at a funeral and the man that's dead sits up and says you're killing me. Hang it up. You know you can't sing when your singing can drown a fish. Hang it up. There's no reason to continue. And why does it that every person that can't sing, it sounds like they're saying the word sing backwards. They get up in church, Lord is goodness. Lord is goodness. Goodness. Stop it. Stop it. If you can't sing, hang it up. That's why they put scantrons up. You forget the words, read along as the praise team sing aloud. And that's what you do. This has been Curtis Couchman saying, I sing because I'm happy, but your singing makes me mad.
Shy Talk. I tell you that Curtis Couchman, woo, he be burned up. But you guys, thank you so very much for tuning back in here to Shy Talk. We have a special treat for you. We have gospel rap artist Mr. Rifica right here on the show today. Hey!
Glad to be here.
Yeah, we're so glad to have you. You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, so how's things been going lately?
Things have been going well. Things
Yeah?
been going real well.
You been having a lot of gigs and all that good stuff going?
Not really, but I've been doing a lot of music videos this year. That's what I'm focused on. But I do have one big gig coming up with the Actors, Models, Talent for Christ in LA Labor Day weekend with the Shine Conference. So that's a major opportunity.
That is awesome. Now I know I've been following you a little bit. You've been doing some stuff with prison ministry as well?
Well, I did that last year in the Virgin Islands.
Okay.
I went out there, I did a concert out there with Joy Fest Ministries, and they set up for me to do some ministry, to rap and minister a little bit in the Young Men's Detention Center out there last year.
Right. Well, wonderful. Well, we're so definitely glad to have you here on Shy Talk. I actually do have a radio show called Shiloh Radio with Miss Erma J and myself, and you came on to the show, and we listen to all your music. I play it all the time. So, guys, if you want to definitely follow Rifica, has some great, clean music. He is definitely the guy to follow. So, what do you want to do for us today?
I'm going to do a song called Addiction from my Fresh Manna album.
Wow, that's really good. And knowing that we just got done talking about infidelity, right? Addiction would definitely be a great thing to talk about. So take it away.
All right.
All right.
Reminiscing of this addiction, hard submission must be reading. I've had it since I was 10. I thought it would go away, but it got worse. Thought it had gone away, then I quenched my thirst. Demons coerce, pressure bills, I'm about to burst. So I give in, it's perverse, wish I could reverse. Cause I feel worse, thought it would make me feel better. I need a nurse, now for sick for this endeavor. Try to make excuses to try to excuse my action. See those excuses are true, they gain no traction. When I do it, with my walk, I'm backslide. Michael Jackson, who walk as if outside in the backyard birthday attraction. You quit for a month, spirit man, like what happened? My wife left me, I got depressed, that's the reaction. Listen, addiction driven by adverse circumstance. While in addiction, my mission's hidden, my vision has no change. I just wanna be a, but these addictions got me. I find it hard to be a, Lord, please help me be a, I don't know why I do it. Why can't I be a, food, cholesterol, calories, hypertension, obesity, diabetes. The doctor told me how I was my A1C. I kept eating, getting seconds, being greedy. It's gluttony, even if I am hungry. Eating past the point of hunger's only hurting me. Certainly, some get surgery. Sanely, mainly, it's no secret service lately. A few months later, we back at the same size because of burgers and fries, value meals supersized. Surprise shouldn't be, gluttony's addictive. Food a luxury I abuse, now I'm my own size. Tick, Oreo, cookies, M&M, Kit Kats. Fried chicken, calamari, appetizer snacks. Fat, you eat more than you work out, you gon' get fat. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, come I act like I don't know that. I just wanna be a, but these addictions got me. I find it hard to be a, Lord, please help me be a, I don't know why I do it. Why can't I be a, Lord, drug addiction, porn addiction, any addiction is an affliction. Cigarette addiction is one close to my heart. My grandma died from that, you really dead when you start. It's quite simple, the body is a temple, but treat it like your property, don't treat it like a rental. I fight myself every day and no longer wanna be this way. Addiction's been my way, my walk been black, or white's been gray. So that's the truth, I'm holding myself up, man. Going to promote this life that's so righteous must maintain, must be sustained for spiritual gain. Understand loneliness is not dreams, I'm dreaming I cannot attain. Addiction's idolatry, there's no other way around. We do it and feel cheap as idolatry, as you find it. If we could, maybe we would do what we should. Then again, maybe not, the flesh is up to no good. Rebuke it. I just wanna be a, but these addictions got me. I find it hard to be a, Lord, please help me be a, I don't know why I do it. Why can't I be a, Lord?
Right? Wow, I want to say first of all, thank you, Rifica, for coming on to the show. That was absolutely wonderful. How can we get your music?
I'm on all online retailers, iTunes, anything, just type Rifica in the search and it'll pull up my music.
Absolutely. And for some of you in the audience, there's actually we have a CD for some of our special audience members too. Awesome. Wow. I just want to say thank you all once again for tuning in to another episode of Shy Talk, where we talk that talk. We talked about staying abstinent and with Miss Erica Drexler with B.A.N. Also, #1 best-selling author, Mr. Dewayne Williams with his book, Infidelity. Make sure you go get that book from him too. Stay faithful to your man and woman. And we want to say thank you so much for What Burns Me Up with Curtis Couchman. And of course, Mr. Rifica once again. So, thank you for my studio audience. And we'll see you